have really no idea what today is going to be about. We're going to flow through this. I was tentatively planning on doing some Qigong exercises for the different organ meridians. And in doing that, I also wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the concepts that we presented yesterday, because doing Qigong especially is going to be more impactful if we can do it in our authentic nature. So when we're doing this, if you suspect, then this might be a good exercise for you to do, to utilize Qigong as kind of a way to identify like which one are you more energized as. So as we're going through this exercise, if you suspect that you are an external, what I'm going to ask is that you really focus on the space around your body. And as you're moving through these different movements, what is the space around your body doing? How is the movements that you're doing? If you could imagine the movements that you're doing as changing the space around you, what would that be like? Okay, if you're an internal or suspect you're an internal, what I would recommend is that you pay attention to how these movements affect the space within your body, as if these movements are literally coming directly from your core and you are moving out from your core. So externals, you want to imagine that the space around you is moving your body. Okay, it's like drawing your body into that space. Internals, imagine that you are pushing out from the body into that space around you. Now, if you're not sure, play around with each one, okay? Which one is easier for you to be able to maintain a calm, energized focus with, okay? If you're going against your nature, then you are going to get distracted. Your brain is going to start thinking about other things. You're going to be questioning whether or not you're doing it right. It's going to be a challenge to actually feel the flow. It'll be very much, kind of robotic, and you're just doing it rather than feeling and experiencing and being it. If you are within your authentic nature, you will kind of almost space and time what might seem a little bit different, in which you're doing these, and then all of a sudden you just start on one and you're just so flowing into it, and then all of a sudden you're like on repetition 9 already, and you're like, wow, I wasn't thinking about anything, I wasn't distracted, but oh my gosh, like that just flew really quickly. So that being in the zone is one way that that you are in line or in sync with your authentic nature, and being distracted, or it being effort, or it being hard, or you willpowering or pushing through it, is a sign that you're going against your nature. So before we get into the Qigong exercises, is there any other question, any other topic that people would like to discuss or get more information on, maybe even after the exercise? So I'm going to go ahead and move my space so that I can shift the computer. So what Qigong is Qigong is a physical exercise that involves the body, the physical body, as well as the electromagnetic fields that make up the physical body. So rather than just seeing the body and experiencing the body as a physical thing that then creates an electromagnetic field around it, this is a practice of experiencing not only the physical body, but also experiencing how the electromagnetic field makes up the physical body. So it's that inner dynamic, is that play between the physical and the non-physical. So Let's go ahead and body right there. So each one, well, in acupuncture, each one of the major organs of the body is assigned or associated with a particular way that this electromagnetic flow will go, a specific location within the body, a specific way of that potential or that energy flowing. And so by identifying each one of the different external fields, kind of the size and the shape, by moving through with the physical body through these electromagnetic fields, the structure of the body is affecting the field as well as the field affecting the structure of the body. So this, in a sense, is almost like a way of doing kind of self-acupuncture with ourselves, except we don't have to stab ourselves, which I know, for most of us, it's like, yay. Some of you masochists out there, won't get too much into that. So each one of these different movements, each one of these different flows, each one of these different postures is a way of developing a relationship with the flow of information and energy that actually makes up the physical structure of the body. Okay, so we're going to do each one of these movements about 9 times in general for ourselves. And then the very last time, to make this a round even number 10, we're going to do the last flow for humanity. Okay, so I will keep up with the counting. Everyone else, just follow along the best that you can. The goal in this is to really feel that space around and within the body. If you're external, you want to feel the space around first and then feel it on the inside. If you're internal, you want to feel that space within first and then around the body. But it's really about feeling it. It's not about getting this right or perfect. As a matter of fact, in the beginning, the big challenge is going to be to focus on the feeling of it, because these are going to be new movements. And whenever you're doing a new movement, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to get it right. You're not going to get it perfect. This is a practice that takes years and years to really master. So this is all about repetition. If this is the first time you've done anything like Qigong, please, please, please do not think that you're supposed to feel it perfectly, that you're supposed to do it perfectly. It's just about opening up to the process and to the potential of building this awareness rather than doing something that's automatically going to result in the awareness. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do, come back over here, okay, is we're going to stand with our feet a little bit shoulder width apart. Okay, so not too wide, not right next to each other, but our feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, this is going to be the beginning, and this is going to be the end about every different position. Okay, so while we're here, just feel the knees slightly unbent, slightly bent, the chest slightly out, the head slightly back, as if there's a string attached to the very, very top of the head. And that string is pulling the very top upwards. And the feet are literally covered. Like whenever you go to the beach and the waves come in and they start to cover your feet with sand, or you dig your feet in, I want you to imagine that your feet are literally sunken into the earth. And that's holding you stable while that string is pulling you upwards. Okay, so just feel that pull above and that solid rootedness from below. Feel both simultaneously, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. In the nose and out the mouth. Now put our palms facing the ground. Feel the feet being pulled down, feel the head being pulled up, and feel the connection between the hands and the center of the earth. Feel that space in between the palms of the hands and the center of the earth. Okay, now from here, we are now going to put our feet together. In the nose, out the mouth. In the nose, out the mouth. Feeling the soles of the feet connected to the earth, feeling the space in front of the palms of the hand connected to the earth, feeling that string pulling at the top of the head. In the nose, out the mouth. Now we're going to take our hands palm over palm and we're going to place them right below the belly button, in between the pubic bone and the belly button. Okay, now as we inhale, okay, we're going to bend our knees, and as we inhale, we're going to straighten our knees, come up, and pull the palms of the hand up and around the right side of the belly button. And as we exhale, we're going to bend our knees and drop our hands down the left side of the belly button. We're going to inhale the right side. We're going to exhale down the left. Okay, and we're going to do this 9 times. So ready? 1, inhale. Now, we're going to switch directions. We're going to inhale up the left side. Now we're going to stop again right below the belly button, knees bent. Now we're going to take our right foot and we're going to step out to the right about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Now with the palm of our left hand, we're going to slide up the center of our body, inhaling. And then exhaling, we're going to slide our left hand down the back of the right arm. We're going to inhale as we slide it up the front of the right arm, across, and then we're going to switch hands. Exhale, the right hand down the back of the right arm. Inhaling, right hand sliding up the front of the left arm. We're going to exhale as we drop down the outside of the right leg. We're going to inhale as we pull up the inside of the right leg. We're going to exhale as we go down the outside of the left leg. And then we're going to inhale as we come up the center of the right leg and right back to below the belly button. Okay, so now we're going to do this all together. Inhale, left hand up the center. Exhale, down the right arm. Inhale, up the front of the right arm. Exhale, down the back of the left arm. Inhale, up the front of the right arm. Exhale, down the right outside of the leg. Inhale, up the middle of the right leg. Exhale, down the outside of the left leg. Inhale, up the middle. And we're going to do that one more time. Inhale, left arm up the center. Exhale, down and out to the right. Inhale, up the right. Exhale, down the back of the left. Inhale, the front of the left. Exhale, down the outside of the right leg. Inhale, up the center of the right leg. Exhale, down the left leg. Inhale, up the center of the left leg, stopping right below the belly button. Okay, that's a general, those two are general to get the energy of the body flowing. Now, we're going to do another general one to energize or to compress energy into the body, compress all of that electromagnetic field so that as things start to flow, they can flow more dynamically. So we're going to exhale, pushing our arms down. We're going to inhale the arms out to the side, above the head. And then above the head, we're going to cross the wrists with our palms facing us. As we exhale, we're going to compress everything into that spot right below the belly button. So squatting down, pushing the butt backwards, compressing everything below the belly button. Exhale, drop the arms down. Inhale, up and around, cross the wrist. Exhale, compress everything down. That's 2. Inhale to the outside. Cross the wrist. Exhale, compress everything down. Inhale to the outside. Cross the wrist, compressing everything down. Inhale, cross the wrist. Exhale, compressing everything down. That's 5. Inhale. Now cross the wrist opposite. Switch the wrist in the way that you cross them. Exhale, compressing everything down. Inhaling around to the outside. Exhaling, compressing everything down. Inhaling around to the outside. Exhale, compressing down. Inhaling to the outside. Exhaling, compressing down. 8. Inhale to the outside, compressing everything down. That's 9. One more for humanity. All of humanity's field. Compressing in, charging it out. Exhale. Inhale the arms up and around one more time. Now we're going to do something for the lungs. So now we're going to pretend that there's a column or a cylinder above our head. We're going to exhale as we slide our hands down and around with the outside of the palms pushing outwards, fingers facing forward. We're going to stop right above shoulder level. We're going to inhale and we're going to sweep back around, gathering up all the way to the face. Exhale, sliding our hands down that cylinder, bending the knees. Exhaling all the way to the outside, straightening the knees. Inhaling, bending the knees, pulling down. Continue to inhale all the way up to the face. Exhale, down the column to the outside. Inhale, gathering up back to the face. This is 4. Exhale, sliding down all the way. Inhale, drawing back up. That's 5. Exhale, sliding down, opening the chest all the way out. Inhale, coming back all the way up to the face. 6. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, all the way back up. 7. Exhale, all the way down, all the way to the outside. Inhale, coming on back up. 8. Exhale, all the way down. The last one for ourselves. Inhaling, bring it all the way back up to the face. And one more for humanity. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, all the way back up. Now drop the hands to the heart center. We're going to do that same motion, except we're going to do it horizontally, straight out in front of us, and then to the outside. Exhaling, inhaling, gathering back up. Exhaling, pushing out. This is for the heart. Exhaling, inhaling all the way back in. Exhaling out. This is 3. Inhaling back in. Exhaling all the way out. 4. Inhaling back in. Exhaling all the way out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. 8. All the way back in. Exhaling. 9. And this one we need a lot of power behind because we need a lot. One more for the heart of humanity. Inhaling back in. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pivot towards the right side. Okay. The right leg, the toes are going to be pointed straight in front. The left leg, the toes are going to be pointed about 45 degrees off. Okay, we're going to lead with the right hand, and as we lead with the right hand, we're going to slide our hands down the front of our body, down the right leg. We're going to keep our elbows straight. We're going to roll and fold up and then back around. Right hand always leading, exhaling, sliding down the front of the body, brushing off. This is for the liver. All the way back around the face. sliding down. This is 3, all the way around, sliding down the top of the head, the front of the face, the neck, the front of the body, sliding down, pushing off, leaning forward, bending that forward front knee, straightening the front knee as we lean back, sliding down and around. And this is 5, all the way back around. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. 6, inhaling, 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 inhaling. 7, exhaling, 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 inhaling, 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 exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. This is 9, inhaling, inhaling. One more for humanity. Exhaling all the way around, inhaling back in. Okay, stopping right at the heart center. Now we're going to pivot around and do the exact same thing body-wise on the left side for the spleen. But this time we're going to lead with the left hand. Okay, so as we're pivoting around, the left hand is going to lead. If we're facing the left side, we're going to slide down the front of the body, front leg is straight. And as we move forward, we're going to stop right above eye level. And then we're going to pull it back. Inhaling up to the face. Exhaling down the body for the spleen. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling. Inhaling. That's 3. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling, that's 7. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 8, inhaling, exhaling. One more for humanity. Inhaling and exhaling. And then bring it back around, inhaling. Now, this one is the most challenging, okay? What we're going to do, this is for the small intestines, and this is most challenging because most people have some big issues with that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lead with our pinkies, okay? We're going to bend the knees slightly, and if we're going to imagine that there's lasers coming out of our pinkies, and what we're doing is we are drawing a figure 8 on the floor in front of us with our pinkies. So the hands are going to be on opposite sides of that figure 8. And I'm doing the figure 8 right out in front of me. But what we want to do, leading with the edge of the hand that the pinky is on, we want to do that figure 8 on the ground right in front of us. So as our hands are coming up and around, they're tracing the letter 8. And every time our hands cross, the back of one hand is going to be exposed to the front of the other hand. So back and around, inhaling and exhaling in a way, in a manner that syncs up with this, but is as easy and open and flowing. And this one's a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to give us a little bit more than 10 to play around with this. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay? And just recognize this is about feeling and playing. This is not about getting it right. So we're going to do one more for humanity. Okay? Now, with our feet staying right where they are, we're going to turn our body. We're going to put our right hand, our left hand, right up underneath the right side of our rib cage. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to place it on the back right around where our kidney is. So right where the bottom of the ribs are, we're going to kind of clasp that area. And what we're going to do is we're going to brush that area off as if we are brushing off water. Okay, so as we brush it off, we're going to come around to the opposite side, grab the opposite kidney, brush that water off, come back over to the right side, brush that water off, inhaling, exhaling. That's 2. Inhaling, exhaling. This is 3. Exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. This is 8. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 9. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more for humanity. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and we're going to keep our body going in that same position. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to slide it around the back of our head and then down the side and the front of our body as our right hand comes around. And this is for the nervous system. Exhaling. Inhaling, left hand around the back of the head, exhaling. Right hand around the back of the head, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. In, out. This is 5, in, out. Keep breathing with the movements. 8. 9. Big one. We need this for humanity. 10 for humanity's nervous system. And around. Come right back to the center. Now this time, we're going to do one for the general field of the body. We're going to take the hands, we're going to cross the wrists right at that lower belly button point. We're going to inhale, and we're going to push the arms right whenever we get about head level. We're going to flip so that we're palm up. We're going to exhale and push to the outside. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, push to the outside. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, push to the outside. Inhale, gathering all up. Exhale, push to the outside. Inhale, gather on up. Exhale, push to the outside. Now switch wrists. 6, all the way up. Exhale, inhale. 9. One more for humanity. Now, palm over palm, right at that lower center. Inhale the left arm straight up the center again. Exhale down the back of the right arm. Inhale up the front. Exhale down the back of the left arm. Inhale up the front. Exhale down the outside of the leg. Inhale the inside of the leg. Exhale the outside of the leg. Inhale up the inside of the leg, straight up the center. Exhale down the back of the right arm. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale down the outside of the right leg. Inhale up the center of the right leg. Exhale down the back of the left leg. Inhale up the center of the left leg. Inhale, last time for humanity. Right up the center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down the outside of the right leg. Inhale up the center. Exhale down the outside of the left leg. Inhale up the center. Now, with the palm over palm right below the belly button, we're going to inhale up the left side of the belly button. Exhale down the right side. Inhale up the left. Exhale down the right. Now switch directions. Up the right side, down the left. Now drop the hands down, palms facing the floor. Inhale the right leg back to the center. Again, right back where we started, feeling the feet as if they're rooted into the ground, as if they're covered up by the ground, feeling that string pull the top of the head up, lifting the upper rib cage up, tucking the chin back, nice straight spine. Feel the space between the palms of the hand and the center of the earth. Feel all of the groundedness, feel all of the support from up underneath the body, pushing all the way to the head. Feel the open, expansive space above the body, pulling the body upwards. And relax. So, I hope that this was as beneficial as the other exercises that we've done. If anybody has any comments, any questions about any of this, let's go ahead and discuss them now. So Kathy, cannot. Okay, Kathy, go for it.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Question. Does it make any difference the way you've been taught as to, like, whenever you have one hand on top of the other, the palm points, the logon points, whether if you're a female or a male, does it make any difference the way you've been taught as to which hand goes on top of the other?
I've actually been taught both. I have been taught in a form called Spring Forest Qigong. That right hand on top of left is for masculine, and left hand is on top of right for feminine. I have also been taught in the form that I just did that it doesn't really matter because both of us have feminine and masculine. Some of us are going to have the feminine on the left and the masculine on the right. Some of us are going to have the masculine on the left and the feminine on the right. So there's no hard and fast rules. With this. It really, yes, it does matter, but it depends on the person. And because we don't have enough information about each individual person, my recommendation would be to feel this out and just see which one allows you to just be more connected, more in the present moment.
Okay. And second question is, as far as the repetitions, like the way, and I want to tell you, Chad, thank you so much for doing this because you really encouraged me to do this again because I did it every day for 3 years straight and then one day just stopped. I don't know why I stopped, but it just stopped. And so just doing this again, I re-feel all that, I don't know, that energy flow that I used to feel. And so it's like, oh man, I'm going to do this. I am committed to doing this every day. So anyway, thank you for that because I really appreciate re-feeling that. That I don't know, it feels just amazing. So anyway, that being said, okay. So one of my teachers taught that like when you redid a repetition of 6, that was actually sedating. Like
Correct.
If you had a lot of too much energy, you wanted to do repetitions of 6.
Yes.
Repetitions of 9 was more tonifying. So were you taught that, or is that again, different teachers teach different things?
Yes, I have been taught that. I've been taught that ideally we want to do this 3, 6, or 9 repetitions. If we just want to, just go through this and have this practice without really focusing on exactly what we're doing with each one of the meridians, that to do basically just do it 3 times.
Okay.
If there is too much energy, like you said, do it 6 times. And if we were wanting to gather more energy, to do this 9 times. Now, that's what I was taught in the Spring Forest Qigong. But in the meridian, this organ, this one's for meridian cleansing, is the one that I
Right.
just taught. They
Right.
recommend to do this 9 times
Mhm.
in order to kind of get so much of a flow that is pushing all of the stuff that you don't want out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've not done this particular practice, but I really like it. So I'm going to go
Yeah.
back and look at this multiple times. So
And
thank
then,
you.
and then there's another component to this, and we're going to get a little bit more into this whenever we do the geometry one, that Barbara has asked for. But whenever we do 10 repetitions, 10 repetitions is a nice even number, so it's very balancing, and it's an even number of 5. And the human system is based on the number or the ratio 5. We
Oh,
have a limb here, we have 2 limbs here, and then we have 2 limbs at the bottom, so 5. So there's a geometrical structure of the human system that was very much based on pentagonal geometry. And so
okay.
whenever we do something, that's why I added in the extra one for humanity, to make that not only an even number, but then also to make an even number based on 5. And it's
Okay.
two 5s. So it's the union of our 5 and humanity's 5.
Coolness. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. So I'm looking forward to that one. Thank you.
Yes. Hmm. Anybody else? Sherry, I saw your hand up. Was that by accident?
That was just amazing. I
Okay.
just flowed, and I'm mostly energized, and I'm also I think it hit my psyche because I'm also just like, wow.
Good. Good. That's what we're going for. Energy
Yay.
above and energy below.
Yay.
Awesome. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Any thoughts, any comments, any experiences that they'd like to share? Barbara, go for it.
I have a question, and actually probably, coincidence. um, since the morning I woke up like with a sensation on the back left.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering, first of all, like, yeah, I think it's better now. Like all the movement definitely helped, kind of almost like, well, it just helped. But I was wondering what will be it, if you have an answer, of course.
I do not have an answer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That
Well,
could
we'll
be a
see.
lot of different things.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
good. Anybody
Thank you,
else?
Sam.
Uh-huh. Anybody? Anybody at all? Going once, going twice.
Mueller, Bueller,
Mueller.
Bueller.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in today. Please, please, please send us your inspirations. Send us your desires as far as future classes, future topics, future exercises. Please send us any sort of information or topic that you would like to be involved in. I know Amory has offered up that she could give some advice on essential oils, and I could talk a little bit about the neurology of smell and how important that is. So how some of those oils actually affect us. So if there's anybody else that has anything that they would like to share, please email us, please Facebook message us. As always, please share the links that we're going to be putting up on Facebook, share the links in your emails with anybody that you think would benefit from these types of classes, and subscribe to our YouTube page and share those videos so that we can get this information out and we can get more whole, happy, healthy people in this world for all of us. So thanks again for everybody that's tuning in. I love you, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.